Don Quixote is considered the precursor of the modern novel and is Cervantes' most famous work. The book is one of the most important works in Spanish literature. Don Quixote's belief in actually possessing supernatural powers leads to many comedic situations. The novel begins with Don Quixote losing his mind as a result of reading books about knights. Don Quixote lives in a kind of fantasy world while battling his enemies. Sancho Panza, Don Quixote's loyal servant, is the second most important character in the novel. The book is known for its humorous and satirical elements. It is revealed that Don Quixote is not actually a real knight. The relationship between Don Quixote and Sancho Panza is at the center of the novel. Don Quixote's love is portrayed as a significant element of his madness. Don Quixote constantly throws himself into dangerous adventures. The novel explores the conflict between reality and the world of imagination. Don Quixote's name is translated as sophisticated magician in Spanish. The novel has been translated into many different languages and has had a significant impact worldwide. Don Quixote represents traditional chivalric ideals. The novel not only explores Don Quixote's adventures, but also his heroic deeds. Don Quixote and Sancho Panza find themselves in many humorous situations together. Despite constantly denying reality, Don Quixote manages to win the reader's affection. Don Quixote's battle with madness is actually a struggle for modern man to find himself. The book showcases Cervantes' satirical skills and humorous style. Don Quixote is a character who defends values such as honor and integrity to the fullest. The novel has different fictional layers in its storytelling. Don Quixote has a tendency to confuse the real with the imaginary. The book challenges society's perception of reality and norms. Don Quixote continues his actions without caring about the reactions of those around him. The book questions human relationships and personal identities. Don Quixote becomes obsessed with books that romanticize knight culture. Many of the novel's characters are inspired by fairy tales and stories. Don Quixote's self-perception as a knight raises interesting ethical and moral issues. The novel intricately explores the fine line between reality and imagination. Don Quixote tries to fulfill his knightly ideals by pushing the boundaries. The book contains references to sources such as the Bible and mythology. Don Quixote's struggle symbolizes the journey of a person towards great ideals. The novel examines the conflict between realism and idealism. Don Quixote encounters many illusions along the way. The book provides a critical portrait of Spanish society at the time. Don Quixote tries to live by the rules of chivalry. Many parts of the novel contain fantasy elements like knights and dragons. Don Quixote believes in superstitions and fake medicinal remedies. The book tells the journey of a hero detached from reality. Don Quixote never loses his belief and tries to achieve his goal against all odds. The novel emphasizes the power of imagination and revolves around it. Don Quixote's failures question the hero's strength and resilience. The book illustrates that reality is relative and not perceived the same way by everyone. Don Quixote finds himself in a place outside the real world. The novel is creatively told by bringing together the power of the imagination